that you've joined us here. I'm going to tell you today is going to be an awesome discussion with the two of us as we talk about your life work. Wow, you're going to love this. It's going to be awesome. You can't have confidence in life unless you really know what your life work is all about. Now, that may set you kind of going, whoa, what's this all about? But we're going to talk about that in just a minute. Listen, before we do, I want you to like this, share this. Please post down below if you have any questions. Leave us a little comment, say hi. And if you're enjoying these Dr. J Todays, every day we come at 12 o'clock noon sharp, Monday through Friday. I just take time right here in my office as I'm working, getting things done, writing books, coaching people. Got so much going on in this season of my life. Super excited, making a difference in so many people's lives. It's really awesome. It's really incredible. And I'm able to make a difference in your life right through this venue, which is new. So it's really, really exciting to see. So would you please share this and please comment down below, especially if you're watching by replay. So many of you listen by replay. If you'll hit hashtag replay, just so I know that you watched it. And let me know what was the big thing that you got out of each session, okay? And I'll enjoy that. So we want to talk today about your life work. And before I kind of dive into that, I remember back when I was pastoring a very small church right here in Central Florida. And I remember when I went to that church, it was funny, man. I mean, there was 20 little old ladies, and their favorite song was Ancient of Days. And you remember that old song, Oh Ancient of Days? I mean, and they just kept singing that song over and over again. And you know, I thought when I think I was like 25 years old or something like that when I started pastoring. I thought, yeah, dear God, you know, they love Ancient of Days because they're Ancient of Days. and I started pastoring those 12 little old ladies, and the church grew and the church prospered. I remember when I first started, I mean, I think I was making $100 a week or something like that, and the church grew and started prospering, and we really, you know, it was really an awesome experience we had there as the church began to grow and our incomes grew. And I think before I left there, we were making like $60,000 a year. Plus we had a parsonage. Plus we had a car taken care of by the church there. They were so generous there to us, and when it was all said and done, took care of our insurance and all this kind of stuff. And you know, when you're you know in your 20s and you have all that, and you're like, wow, you're doing pretty good. And I was really comfortable, but I was in a really tiny town. As a matter of fact, the total population is 107 people. And I remember when I first started, I was just like so excited just to have an opportunity, just to go and to speak to people and to share messages from God's word was super duper exciting. But I remember as I continued to pastor that church, I remember feeling dissatisfied. Why? Because I knew I had way more potential inside of me than what I was paper blowing, than what I was able to unleash at that stage in my life. And you see, whenever you experience frustration in your life and you feel like you're stuck, many times it's because that you're here, but you know you should be here. You know, it's like, you know, inside that your potential's not who you are right now. It's who you could be. It's not what you're doing right now. It's what you could do. It's not what you have right now. It's what you could have. And it's not the amount of people that you're helping right now. Your potential is way beyond where you're at right now today. And that gap between where you are and your full potential, that gap creates a bit of dissatisfaction in you. Now, I could have stayed in that little church and pastored that little church forever. As a matter of fact, the guy that I turned it over to, I built the church up. I turned the church over to another pastor. I gave him I started off with $100 a week. I gave him a $60,000 a year salary. I let the board start. I said, man, you got to start this guy off, give him a great salary, bless him, and he took it, and he's still pastoring it today, all these years. I mean, wow, that's been how many years now? Whoa, it's been 22, 23 years now that he's been pastoring that church. And I thought, I could have stayed there. I could have just stayed and lived a nice and comfortable life. But I knew there was more potential in me. And I believe that so many people, they stay stuck in the comfortable. And then they end up being dissatisfied because inside that there's so much more in you. And what I had to do is I had to discover my life work. What was I willing to give my entire life for? See, to me, it wasn't much for me to give my life for that area of just 107 people. When I knew my potential was to go around the world, which now I have. I've been on every continent. What we've done, spoke to over 1 million people. I mean, and all the things that we've achieved so far has been just amazing. But what if I would have stayed in that little church? I'd have been taken care of. Everything would have been fine. But I would have remained dissatisfied. And what I decided to do is said, man, I got to realize I got to focus on my life work. And I knew that I was supposed to be a speaker that spoke to thousands of people. I knew I was supposed to be an author, and I'd already started. I dabbled my way at writing a couple little pamphlets, couple little books on different subjects. And I didn't have the coaching piece all figured out at that time. But you see, I knew that I had something very big in me. And I needed to begin to transition out of where I was to where I needed to go so that I could achieve my God-given plan for my life, God's plan for my life. And I had to commit to say, wow, I gotta commit to my life work, that it's bigger than just my story that I have right now, my situation I have right now. And comfort and safety many times is the enemy to our full potential. And so I left that and, man, started off, I turned the church over and started traveling. And, man, I made a lot of mistakes along the way. Man, it's been 20 plus years, almost 25 years now that I've been traveling, speaking, coaching, consulting, writing books. Everything that's come out of me has come out of me because I committed to this life work of being a speaker, consultant, coach, and a best-selling author. And so here's what I want to encourage you with. You'll never really have confidence in life until you commit to your life work. Yes, and it's bigger than where you are right now. And I get the sense, and I feel like there's so many people who are out there that, like, they have a story that you want to make a difference in other people's lives, that you want to be used by God to write a book that touches people's hearts and touches people's lives, that you have like this special message. And I believe every man, every woman, that our life experiences gives us a unique perspective, a unique message of how life handed us some sort of problem. That's right, how life handed us some sort of problem, and that problem became our opponent, and we conquered that problem and overcame that problem and won on the other side. Every one of us has a victory story. And you see, my friend, that opponent that you conquered was actually an opportunity. And now you have to turn that opportunity into a message, into a book, into a life work where you can help possibly millions of other people around the world. And I'm telling you that this is the opportunity. Here's what I found throughout my coaching and speaking career. When things got really dark, when everything gets bad, that's when my business increases. That's when my coaching goes up. That's when consulting goes up. Let me tell you, the next few years with all the stuff that's going on, somebody who has a proven system to help them get them from where they are to where they want to go. That's why I've created 83K Academy. And at 83K Academy, we are building expert empires. I have been doing this for a long time now under Life Coaching Certification Academy. We've been developing coaches, developing speakers, and developing authors. And it's been amazing when I look to see, just to find all kinds of confidence coaches. It's amazing how many people now that we've trained, and some people have stolen my brand, and they're out there being a confidence coach. And let me tell you, nothing could be more flattering. I'm flattered. I'm not mad by that, and I'm flattered that I've trained people, and other people are out there helping other people. And so I created from that. I said, wait a minute, this is more than just life coaching. And so I created 83K Academy, because this is not just about one area of just life coaching. No. This is about being a speaker, a teacher, a trainer. I teach you how to be a coach. I teach you how to write best-selling books. I teach you how to do the marketing side of social media. And so I give you all my tools. I give you all my coaching strategies and how I do everything in a 3-month program. So 3 times a year for 90 days, I'm taking people by the hand and mentoring them. I mentor you, plus I give you 1 hour of training from Monday through Friday. You could take it at your own leisure. It's all online. You go online, you learn 1 hour a day, and then on Saturdays, we take time for a group coaching call with a small hand select group of you. And then on Saturday mornings, we spend time coaching. I spend time helping you one-on-one so that you can get the answers to your questions that you need. And I give you assignments and things to do to keep you moving forward on your own goals that you've set. So I'm so excited about 83K Academy. I'm right now, we're going to start up at August 1, and there's some work to do before the event, before we start. So right now we have open applications. You have to apply. I don't accept everybody. There's a short little application that you fill out. And if you're interested in it, all you got to do is go to 83K Academy, put in your name and email, and then that will send you to a page where you can read all about it. You'll read about my story. You'll read about all the different things that are involved in this training. It's amazing how much value that we give. I'd like give you my whole life in 83 Academy. It's everything that I've learned. My 25 plus years of coaching, speaking, and writing experience. I pour it all into you. All my mistakes, all my successes. I lay it all out there, and it's raw. I'm going to tell you, it's raw. You can see from some of the testimonies that we deal with the hardcore issues and my real challenges and my victories, many victories. So go over to 83K Academy if you're interested, and you'll be led to a page. It'll tell you about it. If you're interested, you can click that and fill out the little application. And then as soon as you fill that out and make a little deposit that you're serious, then I'll be looking at all the applications that are coming in. Many of you have already filled those out. And I'm going to be handpicking some people. And I hope it's you. So if you feel like, man, I'm here. Maybe you're a pastor. Maybe you're like me. You're a pastor. And you're like, man, I just know I'm built for more. I know I'm supposed to be doing more than what I'm doing. Go check it out. go check it out. And now's a wonderful time to prepare while you're pastoring. You can get the education, you can get the training and the tools and the systems, and you can get those ready to go while you're pastoring, so that you can just make a smooth transition from what you're doing today into your life work. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. I just left my church and said, "Hasta la vista, baby." I was gone. And boy, if I could have done it over again, I'd done it a whole lot smarter. I would have transitioned slowly from the one to the next. But hey, here we are today. So or maybe you're not a pastor, but maybe you're just, man, I just feel like, wow, I really want to be a coach. I really want to write a book, or we'll teach you how to do this and how to be successful at it. I've had some of the best coaches in the industry. It's amazing. I mean, from speaking, I've had Les Brown, the world's #1 motivational speaker. He coached me. I mean, you're getting the best. From writing, I've had Dr. Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen from the Chicken Soup for the Soul. I mean, Guinness Book of World Records for selling the most books. I mean, these are the guys. I was trained by literally the #1 consultant / coach, I believe, in Christendom today, Bob Beal. And I built my whole business around his program and what he taught me. That has been really effective in my coaching business. And it's like, I look at these other people training people to be coaches and I laugh. I'm like, OMG, that's like counseling. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be a counselor. No. I don't want to sit down and hear about a bunch of people's problems and ask them a bunch of questions and wait for them to come up with their own. No. That's all old school. That is so old school, man. You don't want to get involved in that. Oh, no. We give you a tool. We give you a tool that you use to help people get clarity, discover their purpose, create strategic plans, build teams, and get them moving forward toward their destiny. It's a whole lot easier, and it's not selling yourself for an hour's worth of coaching. That's dumb too. No, we don't do that. No, I give you a whole program where you can say, hey, here's a 6-month program. Here's what we'll do for you and help you over a 6-month period. It's so much better. So listen, I just wanted to share that with you. But bottom line is on this Dr. J today is this: you got to discover your life work. Now, there's some people who went through this program because it's jaw-dropping inexpensive. When you realize just how much I charge for 1 day of coaching. I mean, basically, my 1 day of coaching is the price for the whole program for 3 months. It's amazing. It's jaw-dropping. And so a lot of people have gone through this program, and I teach them how to coach other people. They went through the program themselves, and they discovered their life work. And some of them said, Dr. J, I'm not supposed to be any 3 of these things. I'm supposed to do this. And many of them went off and they finally went for their life work. And they said, man, that was the best program I personally ever went through. So not only is it like this training program to train you in all these skill sets, it's also you getting personal coaching from me for 3 months. Wow, think about that. Think about how much your life could change if you just had somebody to help you for 3 months. Wow. Just to get clear, just to know your purpose, just to get direction on your life, just to really discover what is my life work, right? I'm telling you, these are big items that we're talking about today. And I hope that if you're feeling anything in your heart, that you go over to 83K Academy and you sign up for that. Now, to walk away, if you say, man, no, I'm not interested in that at all, but what am I going to get out of Dr. J today? What you do need to do, if you're feeling dissatisfied at what you're doing, you really need to find your life work. What do I want to do that I'm willing to go all in, to give it my all? You have to ask yourself too, what I'm doing right now, am I really giving it my all? If you're not, it's a sign. that you're not really moving toward your life work. You're actually just working for a paycheck. Selah. Selah. So, anyway, 83K Academy, go there. Name and email address. It'll take you over to the page where you can learn everything about this program. And if you're interested, just click apply, fill out. I think there's like 3 little quick pages that you fill out. Give us a little bit of information about you. And then I pray about those. I read those. And then I'm going to invite a handful of people to be coached by me for 90 days. Thank you for joining Dr. J today. Please like, please share, please comment below. Hashtag replay if you're watching by replay. And we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, wait, today's Friday. Hey, today's Friday. Have a great weekend, okay?